Chris,
morning.
Nice to see you again. Obviously, you've got the game tomorrow, but also looking ahead to Sunday. Just how excited are you being a senior member of this squad? Just how excited are you about being a senior member of this squad now in a week like this for Wales? How big is it?
Yeah, it's huge. It's felt like it's been a long time coming, the last sort of couple of months. And yeah, it's one that I think rightly so everybody can be excited for, and slightly different situation and preparations in a way of how it's come about. But yeah, now we're here, and really, I think you're right, excited. It's going to be busy and intense, but yeah, I think everybody's really looking forward to it, and has the potential to be a really good 2 to 3 weeks or whatever it is.
Well, almost sort of mind-blowingly big, isn't it?
Yeah, well, obviously everybody knows in terms of the game on Sunday what's up for grabs and what it could lead to. But also we've worked hard to get into the position of the Nations League where we're playing against some good teams, some really exciting fixtures, and you put all that into one camp, and yeah, rightly so. It is a real big month for us. We've been on camp, quite a few of the boys for a long time now, and yeah, I think we're all looking forward to getting the games going.
How much do you think will be determined by Sunday, the selection tomorrow, and how many of you do you feel need minutes as much as anything on the pitch?
Yeah, I think the games in the summer are always slightly different. People finish the season at different stages. How much people have been playing in the last few weeks of the season. So I think as long as I can remember, always in the summer games, there's almost different plans in place for different people. It's one that I'm sure the manager won't take any risks with. People in terms of a selection that he's got in mind. But ultimately, as a player, you turn up, you do your job, and if and when you're selected to play, you're on the pitch for your country, and whatever game that is, especially in the Nations League, like I say, that we find ourselves in now, or Sunday, whatever it is, you feel a real honour to do it. And yeah, I'm sure that you're not going to see the same team for the next 5 games, but once that first whistle blows, whatever game it is, the preparation would have been the exact same, and the focus will be the same as any other.
Chris, on your personal position, the squad announcement came out and you were unattached. You're in the ultimate shop window, aren't you?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I can go anywhere I want. I knew that towards the end that I'd probably be leaving where I was, and I always knew then that we had this huge month ahead. So it's been really easy for me in terms of knowing the date we was meeting up, the games that were in place, and anything after now is not really in my mind. This month and the month that we're currently in is too big to be worrying or thinking about anything else. We've got an important 2 weeks now, and after that, then whatever happens does. But certainly for this stage, it's not a problem. The position we find ourselves in, that is pretty much all I've been thinking about. So yeah, we'll see.
But obviously, if things go well Sunday, you will need a club, won't you? Because you will not want to miss out on going to the biggest stage you've ever played on. Oh
no, well, I don't think I was going to be playing golf every day and then just turn up to the World Cup, which I'd like to, but no. So yeah, football, roles in different ways, and like I say, the season sort of only just finished, so I always knew that these games were here, and then talks and conversations and everything like that happens after these games, and definitely not before or during. So yeah, let's sort of really focus on a huge month for Wales, for our country, and then hopefully have a little bit of a holiday, and then restart again. Yeah.
All the best, Chris.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You put your hand up. Do you want to pass the microphone for the question.
IG, I got it, if that's all right.
Oh, have you got the microphone? Yeah, go on. Yeah, okay. So, then yourself.
Chris, hi mate, how are you doing?
Hi.
Chris, through no fault of your own, are you just in a position where Wales just have to prioritise Sunday ahead of this game? Would you say, I take it you've worked so hard to get into Group A, but the prize on offer on Sunday, are you just in the reality, as I say, through no fault of your own, Sunday, it's everything about Sunday, and that affects tomorrow's game in terms of selection and maybe the way you play as well?
I mean, no one would believe you if you said, you would take a win tomorrow over Sunday, of course. But football and footballers, I think, are programmed that you're always thinking about, the very next game that you're playing. That is the most important. Once we get back on the plane after the game tomorrow and land in Cardiff tomorrow evening, then of course Sunday, comes into full priority, and then we really nail down on what's to come. Certainly for the last sort of 4 or 5 days, all the focus has been on tomorrow evening, and like I say, then that shifts. But no, at this stage, there's no point thinking about the weekend. We don't know who we're playing, and like I say, it's been a little bit of a different situation because of everything that's gone on, and rightly so. With the circumstances that were happening a few months ago, that the games couldn't be played, and football then becomes absolutely a second priority, if you like. But now we're in this stage, it's going to be a big weekend for us, and then like I say, on Thursday morning, that's when we'll really start to think about it.
Practically though, how can you use tomorrow, obviously to get a good performance and hopefully a good result, but practically use it for Sunday? Is it a question of, looking over the camp in Portugal, players who may need minutes for Sunday, and some players who maybe it's best they don't see a blade of grass tomorrow night?
Yeah, like I said before, the summer games are always slightly different because of everyone's situation. So whether that's been over the last week or the last sort of month or two, whatever is needed, whether there was a big game on Sunday or not, would look the same, I think, tomorrow evening. But as a player, like I say, you don't really get too involved with that. Once we arrive to the stadium tomorrow, you're going out onto the pitch. You're playing for your country. There'll be 2,000 fans that have travelled over in difficult times and loads of different situations that have gone on. So when you're on that pitch, nothing else will be in your head other than the next 90 minutes. So for our country, for our fans that are travelling, tomorrow first of all is the most important, and then after, obviously Sunday. And as you touched on, we all know what Sunday means to everybody connected with Wales.
Chris, listen, you understand. You've been playing international football long enough. You know the focus there is on Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey as two genuine world-class players. A lot of people that are going to be watching, Wales fans, people just back in Wales, are kind of hoping there's a heck of a lot of bubble wrap and cotton wool, and maybe they don't make an appearance tomorrow. Do you understand that sentiment? Is that because of what's at stake on Sundays, that maybe Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey are kept in a lot of cotton wool tomorrow night? Yeah,
well, one man, which you'll probably speak to in a few minutes in terms of the manager, is the one that decides that, and I don't think he or any player would put themselves in a position that would do any harm for themselves firstly, in terms of physically, and then going into a game like Sunday. So if that means they start the game tomorrow, and that's what they need, then they'll do so. If it means that they don't play, then that's what will happen also. So we're lucky as a squad that we've got a staff in place that look at everything, and every single player, not just those two, but every single player will get what they need over the next couple of weeks to make sure that if and whenever they play, they're in the best shape. And if Gaz and Aaron are picked to play on Sunday, then I'm sure they'll be in the best condition that they could be.
Thanks, Gareth.
Okay. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing? My name is Adrian Mielnik. I'm representing TVN24. Could you use the translation? I'm gonna ask in Polish. Mam dwa pytania. Pierwsze chciałem zapytać o ten jutrzejszy mecz. Jak oceniacie przede wszystkim naszą reprezentację, bo tutaj nasz trener Czesław Michniewicz zapowiedział, że reprezentacja Polski zagra w najsilniejszym możliwym składzie i od pierwszych minut powinien wystąpić Robert Lewandowski. Jakie to uczucie zagrać przeciwko najlepszemu piłkarzowi na świecie, najlepszemu napastnikowi?
Yeah, we know that we're facing a really strong team, one that at home are very difficult to play against. And as I said before, the last sort of 4 or 5 days we've been working on what the opposition are and what they look like, and as ever, then once we know that information and what the manager and staff have told us, we then always focus on what we can do, and we always believe that if we do the things we're good at, then we always give ourselves a chance in the game. So we know it's going to be a difficult evening in terms of the team we're playing against, and we fully respect that. But then it's about Wales and what we do, and one that we're really looking forward to.
Thank you. And the second question. Chciałem zapytać o ten mecz niedzielny. Z kim chcielibyście zagrać? Czy bardziej ze Szkocją, czy z Ukrainą? No i jak to jest ważne spotkanie dla waszego narodu i dla was jako piłkarzy, jeżeli chodzi o awans właśnie na mundial w Katarze? Dziękuję.
Well, there's no point picking a team we'd rather play against, because there's a match that's going to be played, and that'll tell us who we are. So, like I say, once we fly home and Thursday morning when we wake up, we'll know who we're playing against, and then that'll be the full focus. And until then, there's no point really wishing or hoping for anything. We'll find out, and then we've got a good few days to prepare and make sure we're fully right for that game.
Okay. Thank you. Just a couple of questions, Lawrence. Thanks.
Yeah, hi Chris. Just wondering how the camp's gone so far. You've had players sort of joining at different times. Can you give us a sort of idea of what it's been like behind the scenes?
Yeah, really good. I think we always knew that there was going to be a smaller group to begin with, and then as it's gone on, people have joined at different stages. So I was there from the start, and it's been tough, which was needed, but really good. The balance has been right, and then mainly everybody was in Portugal last week, and now pretty much, other than Brendan, I think everybody's here. So yeah, it's been good. Like I say, been tough. I think we're ready now for games to begin, and yeah, everybody's really excited for it.
Okay, thank you. Diolch yn fawr.